Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for another card reading, and I am excited to see what the energy is for today. Today is Saturday, the 14th. We have a lunar eclipse coming up and a new moon. So we are, I think it's new moon or full moon. Can't remember. But I did a reading a couple days ago for this lunar eclipse, but I'm feeling called again to pull some cards on our manifestations. So let's see where they're at. What's the holdup? Is there anything we need to do to release any kind of blockages? How is there maybe a new beginning that we want to start in our lives? Are we having some fear? So let's open sacred space and let's see what our guides and angels have for us today. Deep breath. Silence is beautiful, isn't it? Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light in. Please bring forth the messages that we need to hear today and all my viewers need to hear. Please cleanse and bless all of my cards. Only the purest light, please. Palo Santo is amazeballs. I love it so much. All right. I'm going to put this out so the smoke doesn't drive through the screen the entire time. All right. What are we feeling called to do today? Let's start with a message from the universe. Gabby Bernstein's The Universe Has Your Back deck. Thank you very much. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. And then we have the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So I just asked, what can we do to unblock ourselves, to release resistance? It says the moment I embrace my peace within. So surrender, we have to surrender to the journey, and we have to surrender to a higher power and not grip the wheel and not try to force things to happen. And it says, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So this is saying, find your peace. And this is saying, when you're in your peace, nothing can be disrupted and you're going to be fine. So the theme so far is work on your alignment, work on what you can do today to feel good, to feel amazing. Can you go do some yoga, meditation, take a walk, take a nice bath? A salt bath is a great way to cut through any lower vibrations that you might have picked up throughout the day or the week or from work, and just really work on raising your vibration. Side note, I like the lighting way better. See how nice and golden the lighting is in my video? Sorry, can't control it. But yeah, and if you notice in this one, literally an eclipse-like moon. Do you guys see that? How perfect. Synchronicities galore. Okay, we're going to use my deck, the Ever Unfolding Heart. If you would like to purchase this deck, it is available on my website, and in the description box below, I have a link so you can go purchase it. It's filled with all my yummy energy. You can pull cards with me every single morning. And there's no rules. If you're somebody who's never pulled cards before, you basically just grab a deck that you feel drawn to. Sometimes you can go to a bookstore and just go to the spiritual section and be like, okay, guides, angels, bring me a deck that would work for me. I always say your deck of cards will find you. Your first deck will find you. You don't have to find it. And then once you find your deck or it finds you, you just shuffle. You can spread them out. You can cut the deck and pick a card, which we're going to pick this one now that I just did that. Perfect. The Five of Swords. But you can shuffle. You can do what I'm doing. It took me a while to learn my system that worked for me. I would watch other readers and felt like I needed to copy them or be as good as them. And then I just realized, no, Michelle, you don't have to memorize the books. You don't have to memorize all the meanings of the cards. You just pull a card and see what you think about. See what messages come through. And that's the art of reading and listening, is tuning into how you're interpreting the card. Not everybody's going to interpret it the same way. So if you see me pull a tarot card like the Five of Swords and you hear my read on it, it might not match somebody else's read. So it doesn't have to. So it's not, there's not one reader that's better than another. It's just whatever message is coming through is usually meant for somebody out there. And if it doesn't resonate for you, then that's okay. You just leave it be. So the card from my deck we have is the horse. It says, momentum is coming. Hop on the horse and let it take you to your dreams. Say yes to anything that comes your way and feels good. And I see this as the chariot card in the tarot. So the horse card is kind of like the energy of a knight in shining armor coming in to swoop you off your feet and to take you to your desires, or to take you to just a really peaceful life. They say in a twin flame partnership or a deep soulmate connection, it's this inner peace that we can share with this person that can't be shared with anybody else. It's almost like you're in a room with somebody, but you almost don't even know that they're there. It's because you just feel so peaceful around them. So a lot of the times people, mistake these connections for being boring, even though the passion is on fire and you're magnetically drawn to the person. But when you're with them, it is just so even and peaceful, and there's no turmoil. And there can be turmoil if one of the partners is triggered, but in general, like when you're just with them in their energy, it's very, very peaceful. So the horse energy, there's something coming into your life. Your manifestations are coming in fast, like coming in on a horse, but it's going to be a very peaceful ride is what I'm hearing. And my nose is itching like crazy. And I always say, either when my nose is running or if my nose is itching, it's like something's moving. There's movement happening. Okay, we're going to do my Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. What message do we need to hear about our manifestation? So they're coming in fast. We have the World card. Yay! A brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment, spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. Yes. See the infinity sign above her head. There's pentacles hanging from the trees. That's abundance. It's joy. She's floating. It's peaceful. She's enlightened. That infinity sign above her head is saying that she's finally reached this I know who I am. I know what my mission is. I am no longer chasing anything. I am just waking up each day, really enjoying life and finding gratitude and just really proud of how far I've come. It's completion. I'm going to read this from the Light Seers Tarot deck. I'm feeling guided to hop deck. Sometimes I hop decks. Okay, the World card, it says completion, joy, wholeness, achievement, happy endings, abundance, success, new levels of consciousness, literally traveling the world. The world brings one of the most positive and abundant messages in the tarot. Congratulations. You've come so far. A large project or period in your life is coming to a successful conclusion, and it's time to revel in the sweet afterglow of your success. If you're not quite there yet, take this card as a sign that you're on the right path. Talk about the perfect card for this reading and this manifestations. Us always wondering, like, when are our desires coming? Us being complete with where we're at. And that's when it all comes pouring in, flooding in like a horse running super, super fast to swoop you off your feet. And it's because you found that inner peace. That's when it arrives. And I just filmed a video about 4 signs that 4 signs that you get from the universe, knowing that your manifestation is coming. And a lot of times there's this stage of you kind of just lose interest because it's almost like it's already here and you're just like, oh, big deal, no big deal, whatever. And that's it's the number 4 on my list of 4 things is you lose interest. You kind of just forget about it. You even forgot that you were wishing for this desire. And that's when it comes in on a horse super, super fast, like a chariot. Okay, so it says, if you're not quite there yet, we read that part, consciously step into the world's ascension energy and welcome Welcome this beautiful shift as your inner spiritual landscape merges with your outer reality. So your inner landscape is merging with your vortex. So it's like you're finally getting it. You're finally getting that if you want something out here, you have to go in to get it. It's deep inside of your heart. All of your desires live within you. And once you finally reach inward and love yourself and appreciate all that you have and stop reaching and reaching and reaching, that's when a door gets open and everything just slides right in. So stay in here. Don't be looking outside of yourself for your desires. Okay. All right. As you reach this stage of fruition, remain focused. Don't slacken your resolve as you glimpse the magic at the end of the long journey, because it's time to follow through with your final steps and complete the cycle. Even in shadow, the world is a positive card that signals bliss and happy endings with oodles of positive energy on the way. I love that she uses the word oodles. So the world card is literally your manifestations arriving, and it's a full completion. It's something coming to a complete end, but it's saying, don't think that once it's here, the journey ends. It's another beginning. So something new is going to be birthed through this manifestation that's arriving. A new version of you is going to be born, and you're going to be out sharing this version of yourself with the world. And it's going to be a whole new you, is what I'm hearing. And then we have the 5 of Swords, where it's kind of like darkest before dawn. You're like tired, you're exhausted. You're just like, oh, I can't fight anymore. I'm dropping all my swords. I'm like, I can't handle all of this. And people are like walking away and just feeling like, the one guy looks really, really sad in the background. So you feel like you're like losing people too. You're losing your team. So a lot of the manifestation signs that I talk about in my videos are things start to break down. You start to lose people in your life. You start to break up with people. You end things. You leave jobs. That's that card. It's things being left or being pulled away, or you pulling yourself away so that you can welcome in this new horse coming in full speed. And it's going to be this completion. But first you have to do some tough things. You have to make some tough decisions. All right, we're going to pull an animal from the Spirit Animal Wisdom. If you guys ever want to know where I get these decks from, you could just comment below and I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure they're in my description box. All the decks that I use. That's too many. Actually, no, we'll take them. We have the Cat card, Speak Your Truth. So who have you been hiding your feelings from? Who have you not been speaking up to? I love this card. I just love that sunburst in the back of this cat. And every time I do this with my eyes, I always feel like I'm the cat. He's like eyeing you up. Somebody's eyeing you up and they're wanting to speak their truth to you. And it says, have strength and faith and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? You just say what you feel. If you die tomorrow, you then know that you got it off your chest. You said it. That person knows how you feel. That job knows how you feel. Whatever the situation is, do not leave things unsaid. Okay. And if somebody has left you and ghosted you, you know, have a little grace and compassion, because they might not be fully ready to speak their truth, like that part of the completion. I don't know. I just feel like it is a completion. I think somebody's finally going to be speaking their truth. Okay. And then we have the Antelope card. It says new pathways. Consider whether you're happy on your current path. So speaking your truth is basically that you're realizing that, wow, or your person is realizing that they're not happy where they are and they're wanting to speak their truth to you, to come to you. We have the Dragon card, Gaia's Gateway, access Earth's inner wisdom. I always see the Dragon card as like, the dragon's like, hey, hop on my back. I'll take you to all of your desires. And I see purple here, and purple represents the amethyst crystal. And I always think of that relating to your third eye. So this could be, the dragon could be a symbol of like you building your connection more with spirit and more with the universe and opening up your gifts more. like an ascension card. It says access Earth's inner wisdom. That's your inner connection. And then we have a ladybug card, ladybird luck. All of your manifesting, positive thoughts, and visualizations have been heard. And anytime I stumble on my words, that's my guide saying, yes, they need to hear this message. So if you're seeing ladybugs, that is a huge sign that your manifestations are close and your order has been received by the universe. Just like DoorDash, you're placing an order and you're saying, universe, I would be so grateful to have this if it is for my highest good and it's good for everybody else around me. Could you please bring this to me in a timely fashion? You place the order, it's out there. And then, we just have to wait for the kitchen to cook the meal and the driver to pick up the meal and bring it to our doorstep. That waiting phase could be about a week. It could be a month. It could be 3 years, 4 years. It could be 2 days, 2 hours. You staying in your vibration and keeping it neutral and high and out of a low vibration might even speed up the process. But sometimes there might be lessons that need to be learned along the way, and we have to surrender to that, just like our very first card said, peace and surrender. So the ladybug is showing you that it's on the way. Your order has been placed. You don't need to do anything else other than work on your vibration. Okay, let's end with some animal cards. Yes. Tiger. Divine feminine card. I'm going to read this one to you all. I see this as the divine feminine. She is shining her light and leading the way for her masculine. She's saying, hey, I'm here. It's safe. You can come my way. I'll be the light through the darkness. Okay, it says the tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour. And the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There's nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, you're passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. To bring into balance, candle gazing. So light a candle tonight, maybe take a bath, go for a walk outside, and just breathe in that potent, calm energy. Be still and just let your light shine. So when you go within and you find that peace, my throat chakra is totally being messed with right now. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I sound like groggy, but I think it means it's connecting to that cat card, speaking your truth. Somebody is wanting so badly to just speak their truth. They're wanting just to say it. It's like they can't hold it in another minute. And I hope that, when you go and you do the candle gazing and you go for long walks and you connect with your inner wisdom, you tap into your third eye, you're connecting with your person, you're connecting to your heart. And when you do that, you are allowing that other person to feel the safety in your presence, in your energy, and you're saying, it's safe. You can come in on that horse. You're welcome here. I won't hurt you. I will forgive you. I'll take you in. I'll nurture you. You are safe with me. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. So many people are afraid to get their heart broken. And what happens is they don't speak their truth. And when we don't express ourselves, our needs can't be met. And then we can't be reassured that everything is safe and okay. So then we end up sabotaging and we run from the connection. And we're afraid to open ourselves up. So with this whole reading, and with the point of it was to get messages about our manifestations, it seems for a couple people, this message is for love, a manifestation of love that's coming in, and somebody's going to come in and speak their truth. And they're coming in on a horse, like a chariot, like a knight in shining armor. And then for some of you, you got the world card, and it means there's a completion. Something you've been manifesting for a really long time is finally coming. And the ladybug saying luck is on your side. have faith. It is coming. And the whole point of this journey is the faith aspect. Do you really believe that your desires will show up? Because if you don't, then they might be delayed or they might never show up. So you have to have total faith. And the way we get to our faith and our peace, like the beginning of the reading, is we lean on our connection to spirit. We lean on our self-care. We work on our vibration. And we're always tuning into what our needs are and doing yoga and doing meditation and taking care of our body and just really make your vibration your full-time job. Okay. And that's when everything starts to click into place. It's kind of like the wheel card in the tarot. It's like everything begins to click, like finances, relationship, career, it all just comes together. And you're like, my life finally makes sense after all these years of so much struggle. And it's because you did the work. You made the choices. You spoke your truth. You stepped into your fear and you're like, I want this. I don't want to be without this feeling for the rest of my life. I want this peaceful energy, because that's what you're going to have prior. You're going to have this feeling prior to your manifestation arriving. You're going to feel peaceful before it arrives. And then when it arrives, you're kind of like, oh, it's no big deal. That's how it works. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget the Lady Luck card. Things are on the way. Keep the faith, the money, the career, the peaceful energy that you keep yearning for. It has to be felt before all of those external things come in. Because when you feel it first, everything else follows. You have to change your inner world for your outer world to change. Don't forget that. All right, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you all in the next reading. Peace out.